Today we are going to look into the impact of climate on HVAC performance. But before that we will go through a small introduction on what HVAC system is. So HVAC system serves for heating, ventilation and air conditioning system whose sole purpose is to control temperature, humidity and purity of air for a closed area under different weather conditions to provide comfortable space. And it has grown into an important technology to be used in homes, apartments, offices and other facilities. Here is a small brief diagram on how an HVAC system works, and without going further into the how HVAC system works, let us look into the effects of different climatic conditions on HVAC technology. So first is the effect of temperature. In regions with extreme temperature conditions, the efficiency and workload of HVAC system is affected. For example, in hotter regions, the HVAC system experiences a greater cooling workload, reducing the cooling efficiency, increasing the energy consumption, and therefore increasing the costs. Similarly, for colder regions, the heating workload increases, reducing the heating efficiency. And also, the strain on compressors, condensers, and other HVAC components also increases, reducing their working lifetime. Second is the effect of humidity levels. In regions of high humidity, we can experience discomfort and mold growth in the room, while in dry regions, we can face respiratory issues, dry skin, etc. So to cope up with these problems, HVAC system needs to be implemented with more technologies such as dehumidification and humidification technologies. Now, this will lead to increased energy consumption, decreased efficiency, and also rise in cost consumption. Third is the seasonal variations. Now, in regions where we can see a significant variation in season, we need a system more versatile to adapt with the seasons with the region. For that, we need a more complex design of the system, which increases the cost requirement. And also, due to the temperature fluctuations, there is frequent change in the cyclic processes of the HVAC system, which can lead to wear and tear of the system components. Fourth is the harsh weather condition. Now in regions where the weather is harsh or windy, the heating and cooling load of the HVAC system increases. Thus, we need an insulation material as this happens due to wind infiltration. And also natural ventilations for such regions is not effective. So we need artificial ventilations which increases the complexity of the system, and which in turn decreases efficiency, increases the cost requirement. Fourth is the altitude problem. Now, due to the rise in altitude, we can experience change in density of air and also other thermodynamic properties of the air, which will surely affect the efficiency of the HVAC system. Now, there are also HVAC components which are altitude dependent, like cooling towers, fans, electrical components, and due to the change in altitude, their wear and tear increases, and also leading to an increase in replacement and repairing issues. And for some altitudes, the system might also need to be designed for that specific altitude, which will lead to unwanted diversity of the system technology. Now, sixth is the air quality. For regions with poor air quality, we obviously need a filtration process for the HVAC system, which increases the energy consumption and maintenance and complexity of the system. And for corrosive environments, the HVAC components gets affected or we can say ill affected due to the environment, which also leads to cost rise, energy consumption, and increased complexity. Now we will look into the effects of HVAC performance based on different climatic locations. Now first comes the tropical climates. Effects on HVAC system is increased load, reduced efficiency, requirement of humidifier, component stress, increased cost, and increased energy consumption. For the second one is the continental, polar and subarctic climates. Effects are similar to tropical climates but with increased heating load. Now for the third one is the monsoon and oceanic climates, generally for the coastal regions. Effects on HVAC is humidification requirement, increased system complexity, increased cost and more energy consumption. With this we come to an end, and we have looked into the effects of specific of different climatic conditions on HVAC system, both individually and both regionally. And as this technology has grown so much today, different and various companies are investing on this technology on a daily basis, like Daikin, Hitachi, Honeywell, Mitsubishi, Voltas, Johnson Controls. All these companies are investing on this technology for its improvement and for invention of new, uh, more efficient processes. With this, we come to an end of this presentation and hope we have served the purpose of what are the climatic effects on the HVAC performance. Thank you.